a railway station in London using pneumatics. Just think about that for a second. In 1844, when most people were still getting around by horse and carriage, these people were literally zooming through underground tubes. By the mid-1850s, they had pneumatic railways popping up in Dublin, London, and Paris. In London, they had this thing called the pneumatic dispatch system. It was meant for parcels, but it was big enough to carry people. In fact, in 1865, the Duke of Buckingham took a ride through it. I mean, really? A dude crawling into what's basically a giant mail tube for a joyride? It's almost like they found this tech and were like, dude, check it out, we could actually fit in here. In 1867 in New York, they had the Beach Pneumatic Transit. And it wasn't just little mail tubes, we're talking about a legit underground transit system. And this was 37 years before the New York City subway as we know it today. But I think the interesting thing about this is when you look at the photos of these old pneumatic systems, they look insanely advanced for their time. And then you look at our modern subway that came after, and it just looks like we took a massive step backwards. It's almost as if we forgot how to do something amazing and had to start all over. The official story is that all these tunnels were dug out by hand, with basic tools like shovels and wheelbarrows. But let's think about that for a second. In the 1860s, they carved out entire networks of tunnels under major cities with, what, pickaxes and elbow grease? Something's not adding up. They don't look like they were freshly dug. You could say ancient, like they were being uncovered rather than built. It's almost as if these 19th century engineers found something old. These aren't just for emergencies, that there's a shadow government already operating out of these facilities. A whole parallel power structure, making decisions that affect us all, hidden away deep underground, a literal deep state. And there's definitely more to this, from global surveillance operations to bioweapon development, human trafficking, and even cloning facilities, all occurring underneath the surface and occulted.